Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna show you how to do this skin makeup inspired by Miss Anthea Bueno. So if you want to know more about this, please keep on watching. So before we start, we should make sure that our hands are clean. And also, I'm cleaning her face with the facial wipes with the micellar water. Now, I'm using my spoolie and brushing it upwards in order for me to see where are the sparse areas that needs to be filled. Now, I'm using the Tevian brow pen and putting it on her brows in the areas that needs to be filled in order for me to achieve that very natural looking brows. I'm just filling the strands of her hair and making it more thick and full. Now, after filling the brows with a brow pen, I'm now filling it with the brow pomade from Glamour Polish in the shade of Taupe in order for it to make it more fuller and fresh. So now with her consent, I'm putting an ice cube on her face in order for the pores and the redness to close and minimize. What I'm doing is I'm cleaning her brows with a tart shaped tape concealer and making it more arched and cleaner. After that, I'm putting on a primer from Essence I Heart Stay. Now, I'm starting to do her eye look and I'm putting a light brown shade for her transition and blending it back and forth in order to have a seamless blend. So now I'm doing the same thing on the other eye and blending the light brown shade on her lids and also making it more intense and blending it back and forth again. So now after putting the transition shade and also the darker brown on the outer corners, I'm putting a shimmer shade on the inner part, which is from Tevian, and a gold shade. So as you can see, I put the eyeliner off cam, and now I'm putting the primer from MAC. This is the MAC Prep and Prime, and also I'm putting a face mist on her face to make it more glowy. And I'm evenly spreading it even more in order for me to have that skin base and very smooth base. So now I'm going to start her foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation and mixing it with the BYS Silk Serum Foundation and just blending it on her face. As you can see, just blend, blend, blend. As you can see, I'm just putting a thin layer on her skin in order to achieve that skin and glowing base. Now I'm going to blend out the concealer that I put on the highest points of her face. I'm using the NYX Pot Concealer and also the Tarte Shape Tape. And just continue blending it. Just blend, blend, and blend. Fresh yarn. So to bring back her skin color, I'm putting a liquid contour on her face and I'm putting it on the sides of her cheeks, her forehead, and on her jaw. Now I'm doing the same thing on the other side of her face and just continue blending. So as you can see, I'm putting a translucent powder on her face. This kind of powder has no color in it, so don't worry, it will not give you a white cast. What I'm using is from the Glamour Polish translucent powder and I'm blending it right away in order for me to maintain that skin and glowy base. And now I'm just doing the same thing on the rest of her face and just setting it lightly. Now as you can see, I'm putting a cream blush on her cheeks in order for us to have that flush and blush cheeks. Continue blending until you reach what you like to achieve. So now I'm putting a light coral pink shade of blush from my Tarte Face palette, and I'm putting it and blending it on her face contour if it looks very strong, because I'm going to blend it out later on. As you can see, I just finished blending out her blush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put another blush on her face. This is from Shovel. This is one of my favorite blush because this makes the skin more glowy and fresh without making it look like very oily. Then after that, I'm just putting my Too Faced bronzer on her forehead, on her cheeks, and on her jaw to bring back that bronze effect on her skin. Now I'm just blending everything out to make it more seamless and no harsh lines. Now I'm just going back to the eyes and I'm putting a gold shimmer shade from what I used earlier from Tavian. Now as you can see, I'm just putting the same colors on her lower lash line, which is the light brown, and continuing to blend it out. Now as you can see, I'm just putting a shimmer shade on her lower lash line that is close to her inner tear duct. Since I'm a bit extra, I'm going to put another shimmer shade on her lower lash line, and I'm using a silvery icy shade from Tavian. The look is almost complete. I'm just going back to the liner and I'm blending it even more and making it even more black. So for my favorite part, I'm going to put a highlighter on her face. I'm using the Lorac highlighter and Morphe. So as you can see, I'm going to do her nose contour and I'm just bronzing it a little bit. Don't forget to blend. So now I'm just removing the lip mask that I put earlier before putting her lipstick. Ta-da! So now I'm just putting her gloss after putting her lipstick. So this is the final look and see you later.
It's all gonna be good.